All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate y'all as always for hanging out. Before we get into this video though, I need to set some things and put them out there. I had no plans, no blueprints, no measurements or anything. The only thing I had was I need to get the train from that side of the layout to this side with something, a bridge in between. I looked at a lot of videos on YouTube, and I'll have the dude's link up here now, and then I'll also put it in, it'll be somewhere in the middle of the video somewhere. And that's all I had. I just wanted to put that out there in case you're wondering, like, what's the measurements for all this stuff? I have no idea, none. If you want to know, definitely, put it in the comments. I'll try my best to guide you through what I did, but let's just see what I'm talking about with this video. All right, so with these very few clips that I got here real quick, I think I'm gonna just go over kind of briefly, because the other clips after this will go into some detail of what I'm doing here. But this was the old lift out, and it lifted up so you can see the hinges there. And here I started attaching the base, if you will, with that hinge. And so there's two hinges, but have it braced up there so it can sit like I want to. I've measured a few little spots here and there just to make sure when I put the other piece of plywood on top that everything lines up. So I beefed up the side over there just so I could put that hinge over there. And here I'm kind of just talking through myself of how I want this video to be. So just bear with me on this. Here you can see I got the two hinges on there. It's very wonky underneath everything because it wasn't lining up perfectly like I wanted it to. So I had to, put shims in different places and raise up some stuff here and there. This is the piece of cardboard that I was just practicing with before I made sure I wanted to cut it. So, but here comes the real video. So, all right, so here we are. I have got the swing out complete. Here you can see where I cut that radius there. I'm not sure what angle radius that is. I just eyeballed it. If I come around here, you can see where I got the hinges here. I beefed up this, so some of this I may be going over again because now I have the mic hooked up to my camera and I'm actually holding it and walking it around. So there may be some other stuff where I may mention some of the same stuff that I did in a few of the other previous clips, but I'll try not to do that. But here's the Walthers double crossover that I got. You can see here where I cut this track so when a gate opens, it squeaks, and I love it squeaking. I'll have to figure out something with the track power. So right now it's kind of just connected here. And then I just have some feeders that I dropped, I think right here. Yeah. So I'm trying to debate on if you guys got any input or something. I'm thinking of putting like some type of electrical thing here and maybe somewhere around here, like just cutting the track. So, if the gate is open, there's no more power coming to the rest of that until something connects here. So I may have to put like, I don't know, something here and then something here. So when those two touch, it brings the power back or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm loving my new swing out. I love that I can just walk through instead of having it raise up and all that stuff, or manually lift it. When I pull it back in, everything just lines up real nice. I mean, like super nice. And then so I have a hook here, and it brings it tight. That's clean right there. And I'm gonna run some trains over here too, so you guys can see that it's just lined up perfectly. So I'm gonna get a train running here real quick, and then we'll see it go across. Across, not across. And yeah, so that was the trains going across the swing out. Again, I will, I'll put up on top here, one of the corners where I got this from. It was another YouTuber, and I'm not sure even if I would consider saying he's a YouTuber or anything. It seemed like was just making a video on how he made his swing out. I didn't have any like perfect measurements or plans or anything. I will link all the stuff below in my Amazon store, like this latch right here that I got from there. Kind of just going by what he was using also. So just regular 2x4s. So I tried to build this as cheap as possible because like I said, I already had something over here. I will say the main thing that cost the most was I used sand ply instead of this plywood. You can tell just by one looking at it, like, you know, this is like super rough. This is probably just like some builder grade plywood versus this like super smooth. It's because this won't warp. So that was the main thing I wanted for this just because I'm gonna, be going in and out a lot. I just didn't want that to have any type of play that would cause anything to act wonky, if you will. And I knew I needed this cut to be like clean as possible and stay clean as possible as long as I could. But I know a lot of people, when they make this cut, they'll put like a little piece of metal under there or something, and then, or put 2 screws in there and just raise up and down the screw and kind of solder the screw to the rail. I've never done that. One, because I feel like it would take forever to try and adjust that height for the rail. So what I do in this case is I get 5-minute epoxy, and I'll just drip some on each side of these. So when I do cut the rail, I don't want that to shift. And that's what they're doing by soldering the screws underneath the rail, so when it cuts, they don't shift or whatever. But I found that this works fine for me. I've had a couple of lift outs on previous layouts, so it worked fine for me. It's working now. And right here you can see where I had some dripped here, and on the side there. And when I spray paint this and weather it, it'll go away. What I did have to do also, while I got y'all here, is I had to put styrene up under here, because this is down just a little bit. So I needed to raise that part of the cork bed and track to even with this. So I can't remember what numbers these are, but there's like a thick piece, medium size, and then a very thin piece that I got under there. So it'll kind of, where it smoothed it out. I also sanded the top of the cork bed before I laid that track. So whenever I'm laying my cork bed, even on just flat surfaces, I'll just rub my hand across there. And if I feel a slight bump or something, I'll sand it so it'll be even. And then I'll take like a small level. And if it teeters, because it was teetering here, so you can see where I sanded some of this, like some of the wood. And then, like I said, the cork bed, because I didn't want it to teeter anymore. I wanted it to be kind of just level. So I took a electric orbital sander and just sanded it. So that's what I did for that. And I think that's it, y'all. It's working. Trains are going through it. And yeah, I don't think I'll do, if I do another layout, it's going to be either this or someone in the one of the Facebook's group posted. He had like this thing that just lifted it. It was like a electrical contraption that lifted the whole layout, just lifted up. You could walk under and it lifted down. So if I do another layout, that's the route I'm gonna go. But for now, this will work. I love it. I'm not going to change a thing right now. So if you guys got any questions about this, just hit me up in the comments. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace. And yo, that's it, y'all. Like I said, I had no plans. I had no blueprints, nothing. I literally freestyled that swing gate. And it to me, it is just worth every penny of what I spent on getting that swing gate to work. It's a game changer. Not to say that a lift out or manual lift out is not, I've done that for several years with my first layout and a little bit on this new one. So I'm not knocking those, but I love that swing gate. I probably swung that thing open like 50 times just because it was there to swing out. And now that it lines up perfectly when I close it, come on, man. Thank you for checking out the video. Like I said, if you got any questions or anything you want to ask me, definitely drop a comment below and let me know, and I'll try and help out as much as I can from what I did. I want to thank my Patreon folks. I do love y'all. As always, I appreciate the support. I appreciate everything that y'all do each month and help me out. If you have not joined my Patreon, please do. Any little bit helps, you know what I'm saying? I just have one tier and it's strictly for love. And that's it. Join up. I think my next video is going to be the next episode of Evil Bones. So I've been working on this dollhouse and got a dope voiceover. Her name is Genevieve. She works in Hollywood and industry, and she just does a bang-up job. My wife now, she writes the story, so it's dope. Definitely check it out. I'll put the first episode up over here, and y'all can check that out. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.